Some added to the squad since the semi-final. Right-hand side. And it was just his second cap. Simon again. And to try and link with Chukwueze. Didn't well to reach there. Almost went. Wasn't going to give up on that one, was he? And Wilfred Ndidi resuming that partnership that they forged to great effect against Ghana. It is Ndidi that plays it forward here, looking for SerieA. Pumps it on towards Simon, who scores! Didn't take long. Nigeria in front in the final, thanks to their skipper Moses Simeon. In the right place to apply the finishing touch there. After some good work from SerieA, who opened the scoring in the semi and has turned provider this time. He's the most capped player in this starting lineup for Nigeria, and he scores for Nigeria for the 10th time in his distinguished international career.
The global AI market is projected to reach $1.770 trillion by 2030.
Came from halfway. It was close to offside, wasn't it, against SerieA, who delivered dangerously, and Simon was just first to react, really, reaching it ahead of Lembekisa and applying the finishing touch, having done so right into the corner. And Davis in goal, no chance of reaching that, despite the proximity of the player in front of him. So advantage to the Super Eagles already. A role reversal is going to be required by the Reggae boys, who went 2-up against Trinidad and Tobago in their semi-final. Openings again for Nigeria here, just wasn't quite able to pick the pass through the middle as intended there, Chukwueze. So Jamaica will take their turn to attack instead with Ronaldo Cephas. Really dangerous ball in, Davis arriving and touched in by Kaheim Dixon. 1-1. And a huge roar greets the rapid response from the Reggae boys. Kaheim Dixon of Charlton Athletic has levelled it up for Jamaica. They were behind for less than 2 minutes. Owed much to Cephas. He won both of their penalties in the semi-final. He was the main threat again here, down the left. Strong surge and a really dangerous ball in. It was just in front of Burrell, but Dixon beyond him was able to apply the finishing touch. Sliding in to try and stop him, the Nigerian defence were just unable to do so. Frank Onyeka was the closest. They have actually taken a little touch off him, but it's Dixon's goal. It's 1-1 in the Unity Cup final. Chukwueze again. It's a strong run. And again, it was close to having. He will come into the squad against Russia next week. Let's have a look at the possible penalty appeal from a couple of minutes ago. It would have been Trinidad and Tobago. Chukwueze, he's at the centre of everything at the moment, looking for Simon. Davis comes and gathers it for finals day. And it's been a really bright start on the field from both. And Lembekisa, that was risky, very little time for Davis. Lembekisa's ball back here to the goalkeeper, just caught him unawares today. Chris Hughton, former Ghana manager, of course, they were winners earlier in the third place 12. Here's Dessers for Nigeria with a side of goal, and then does get the shot away. The goalkeeper can't hold it, but is able to grab it at the second attempt. And it's Kaheim Davis's great foot. Dessers, who posed the danger initially. Holgate held him up, but ultimately couldn't prevent the shot from coming in last week. Will he be required here? Simon and Chukwueze stand over it. It's going to be Moses Simeon to take it. And flick behind. Play though with a tussle on the touchline. And tumble from Teller, no free kick given. And Jamaica will counter instead. With Sifas has covered good ground here. Burrell calling for it, Dixon was as well. But he was stopped by FACup. Cross didn't come this. Neatly done by Dixon. Here's Palmer. Burrell goes down, no penalty. He's helped win the corner here that Chukwueze is going to take. Into the heart of the penalty area regularly for them in the Bundesliga over the course of the last couple of seasons. FACup with the cross. Not by King, but this time not convincing. More important, the goalkeeper, given the lack of international experience in the back four in front of him. On debut here, Simon. Certainly not short of experience, still scrapping for it. Comes for Chukwueze. He's outnumbered but gets his shot away and scores. Brilliantly taken by Samuel Chukwueze. And Nigeria in front in the final for the second time. Well, he's been at the heart of most of their attacking play so far, and now he's come up with a finish as well. His 7th international goal. Samuel Chukwueze of Milan with a moment of quality. Number of star names not available in this squad, but in their absence, Chukwueze is one of the more senior players available to Eric Schell. He's led by example here. He had an awful lot to do when taking the pass from Teller, outnumbered by those in green and gold. But he dispatched it decisively, set himself, arrowed across the keeper and into the far corner. And the Super Eagles ahead again. It's only his 2nd international goal in the by Amari Powell. Sifas had continued his run, comes his way, and stepping in brilliantly to deny him was Frederick. Benjamin Frederick to Samuel Chukwueze. His goal separates the sides currently. He might be in the mood for more here. By King. Here's Sifas. They've made the run for him, still with Ronaldo Sifas. He's able to deliver the cross, and they've levelled it again! It's Russell, it's 2-2. Real resilience from the Reggae boys. They will not give this one up. And they're back on turn for the 2nd time in the final. John Russell of Barnsley with the equalising goal. From right in front of goal, but once more, big part played by Ronaldo Sifas. He's the one that made it. Another dangerous delivery. Just asking for it to be finished off. And just as Dixon did in the first half, Russell does the honours this time. All square again in the Unity Cup final. The second goal, and only a 60 counter-attack. Kadare. Messi slips it back through to him. Kadare almost with the instant impact there. There's a big block to deal with the initial danger. But Nigeria will come again with Chukwueze. Not only as far as Onyeka. Moses Simeon to FACup. Really good game now. They're both giving it a real go. Chukwueze in a promising position, out by Holgate. Straight back for Chukwueze. Chukwueze nearly. This time Davis with Chukwueze. Taking on Amari Bell. And it goes again, and over it goes this time from Arokudare. Does so now for Casey Palmer. Sifas is going to reach that first, and out quickly and bravely was Wabali. And he started the scoring. Sends that in too close to the goalkeeper, who almost lost it for a moment. Instead it will be a Nigerian corner taken quickly by Dessers. Felix Agu. Chukwueze. Brilliantly done. Here's Dessers, and just over the top from Arokudare in this part of the world. Good effort. Arokudare was his target. And for Ndidi! Couldn't quite make anything of that. And with the 3 additional minutes, Kaheim Dixon's goal. Nigeria opening penalty here up against Stanley Wabali. In that Nigerian goal. And he scores emphatically again. It's a really good penalty. Ivan Toney watching on. So first up for Nigeria here will be their substitute Kelechi Iheanacho. Hasn't been on too long. Iheanacho also scores. Went the same way to take their second penalty. Isaac Hayden also scores. This time the goalkeeper went the other way. There was a little bit of pressure on his penalty. And Simon scores to take on Wabali. Morrison from the spots also scores into the corner. Arokudare next up. Wonderful season he's had in front of goal in Belgium again. Scored 21 times in their top flight. He's over the next one. And also scores in off the post this time. Well, again, nobody leaving much mark. The stakes just rise that little bit more for every player that steps forward. And for just his 4th cap today, taking their 4th penalty. And he's hit the bar. The first to miss from the spot. Dwayne Atkinson can't convert for Jamaica, and that could be so costly. Teammates go across to console him. That will hurt. It didn't miss by much. All that penalty shootout last week on the Jamaican Premier League. He couldn't convert, so it's advantage Nigeria if they can from this one. Onyemaechi does so emphatically, and they're 1 kick away. Thumped in from the fullback for 4-3 Nigeria on penalties. The next one has to go in to give Jamaica any chance. See how much it means, can't you? Roar of relief as much as anything may be. The captain to assume responsibility for this. Amari Bell has to score, or the Reggae boys are beaten. Spoke this week about the great honour of being afforded that captain's armband. Can he keep them in contention in the penalty shootout? Amari Bell does score with a measure of composure. A precise penalty. He didn't necessarily opt for the power, but he picked his spot. Forces Nigeria to win it from the spot. The next kick could be the crucial one. If it goes in, Nigeria win the Unity Cup. Bell just applying that little bit of pressure. Played his part, but there is no more now that they can do. Unless this doesn't go in. Christantos Uche on his international debut. He's the one who faces down the potentially decisive penalty. Pressure on his shoulders, certainly. Mr. Win It. Uche does score, and Nigeria win the Unity Cup. On debut, he scores from the spot to settle the shootout. And the Super Eagles have done it. They've done it the hard way, but they have the trophy.